Dearest gentle readers, months had passed since the group of adventurers arrived at the Adventurers Guild of Sapporo. For a time, things were peaceful. The realm that Ryusei had created had become more than a fortress. It had become a refuge, a safe haven for adventurers who had nowhere else to go. And within those walls, life had begun to feel almost normal again. Gorfin spent his days in the company of Lady Millicene, enjoying a rare peace neither of them had expected to find. Zintra continued teaching her beloved mimic how to sing, with questionable results. Korai, as always, found new and creative ways to deceive Gorfin. Alger remained distant from the others, often sitting by the sea in silence, staring toward the horizon as if waiting for something he could not remember. Sebastian, the Dryad, devoted himself to mastering the strange powers of nature flowing through him. And Jade trained every day, as if tomorrow might be the day he finally needed to be stronger. For months the sanctuary remained untouched, until one night everything changed. The moon hung above Sapporo. The wind was still. The fires had begun to die, and the adventurers slept peacefully within the walls of their sanctuary. Then a violent shockwave tore through the night. People screamed. Doors burst open. Adventurers stumbled from their beds, grabbing weapons and armor as they desperately tried to understand what was happening. Then they saw them, undead. Not dozens, not hundreds, thousands. An endless army of corpses emerged from the darkness, marching toward the sanctuary. 10,000 undead creatures, and they were coming from Sapporo.
Everyone evacuate! Get the civilians out! Move!
Adventurers carried the wounded. Buildings caught fire. The dead poured through the broken defenses. There was no time to fight. No time to prepare. They had only one choice: run. But as the survivors made their desperate escape, the night grew colder. The screaming stopped, and two figures emerged from the flames. One wore the crown of the Kingdom of Wonders, the King of Caravel, Leon Court, and beside him, a figure whose presence alone seemed to drain the warmth from the air, the Vampire Lord, Nocturne Hollowvale. The Forsaken had come. Leon Court raised his hand. A wave of unnatural power swept across the fleeing adventurers. One by one, bodies froze. Weapons fell from trembling hands. They couldn't move. They couldn't even scream until they got unconscious. One after another, they fell victim to the Forsaken's power. Only 3 remained standing: Lady Millicene, Ryusei, and Jade.
You shall not pass! Forbiddens!
A massive barrier erupted around the survivors. Holy energy crashed against the undead horde, forcing them backward. For one brief moment, there was hope. But Millicene knew the truth. The spell would not last.
We don't have much time!
Ryusei looked toward the advancing Forsaken, then toward Jade. They both understood. Someone had to stay behind. Someone had to buy the others time.
Come and get us!
The two charged forward. The Forsaken stopped, and then they laughed.
Foolish Jade.
Leon Court's voice echoed across the burning fortress.
You still don't understand. You are not the one we came to kill. You are the one we came to take.
Nocturne smiled.
And the Necrostone will finally be ours.
Jade's eyes widened. He realized too late. The entire attack had been a trap.
We will meet again, my lady, Millicene. But next time, we will retrieve the other Valiant Stones, and we will destroy your kingdom. Urukai first.
Don't you dare! Divine Arsenal!
But before she finished the incantation, the darkness swallowed them. Jade disappeared. Ryusei disappeared with him. The sanctuary was lost. And then came the screams. Lady Ion fought until the very end, but the flames consumed the building around her. Her final moments were spent protecting the life she could no longer save. Her baby remained in the hands of her husband, Yusei. He held the child tightly against his chest as the world around him burned. Lorelei fell. Others followed. Heroes, friends. By the time the fires began to die, Sapporo was no longer a haven. It was a graveyard. Then the night began to fade. The first light of dawn appeared beyond the horizon. The undead army had disappeared into the darkness. The flames slowly turned to smoke, and among the ruins, the survivors stood in silence, exhausted, broken, lost. But through the morning mist, something appeared on the horizon. A ship. Its sails caught the first light of dawn. Slowly, it approached the ruined harbor. The remaining adventurers watched as it sailed toward them. The vessel came closer, closer. Dawn Chaser. The ship had come to rescue what remained of the Adventurers Guild, but none of them knew that this voyage would take them far beyond the shores of Sapporo, beyond the known seas, beyond the edge of their maps, toward the crowned sea, toward the forgotten city of San, toward the valiant stones, and toward a destiny that had been waiting beneath the waves long before any of them were born. The journey had begun, and somewhere, far beyond the horizon, the ocean was waiting. The question is, are you ready for the new season, for the new quest?
For the new Odyssey of Valterra.